Hello students, so today I'm going to show you guys how I'm going to show you guys the easiest way to convert some units that are basically very necessary for A-levels. So these are the main units that you are going to need to know. You need to memorize these 5 main units. So these are, okay, so I have wrote these with the increasing number to then decreasing down the group as it goes down. This is meters, centimeters, millimeters, micrometers, and nanometers. So basically, this is the technique that I learned when I was doing my A levels. So you just need to memorize these 5 main units, but this is the technique that I'm going to show you guys. You have to know that from this side, you have to know that this is nanometers, which means that it has 9 zeros. It has 9 zeros, and micro means six zeros, and milli basically means 3 zeros. So it's 8,000. And centimeter means 2 zeros, and meters basically means 1. So converting units, you need to know that if this is to be multiply or divide. So you guys basically know that multiply means when you multiply things, it gets bigger, and when you divide things, it gets smaller. So bigger things, just imagine that the rich people have lots of money and they give it to people so to make it bigger, and smaller people, like poor people, they don't have money to give, so they actually don't give it. It's just decreases. So it's supposed that meters is bigger than centimeters, so it's to convert meters into centimeters, we're converting from the biggest to the lowest, so it's going to give, so it's multiplying by 100, because meters contain 100 of centimeters. So centimeters is smaller than meters, so it has less to give. So what it will do is it will divide by the same number, like 100, so it will divide by 100 to if we're going to convert centimeters into meters. So centimeters is of course smaller than meters, so it will going to be divided by 100. Moving on further, centimeters is much bigger than millimeters, because millimeters has 3 zeros, so it's 1,000. Centimeters is, of course, it's not going to be as equal as meters, so it's going to give only 10. So it's going to multiply by 10 to convert it into millimeters, and converting millimeters into centimeters, it's going to divide by 10, but the same number, but division. Just to make you guys remember, centi basically means 10. Need to be careful from now on, because as it decreases, but from millimeters, converting millimeters, and further on, we're not going to decrease the numbers. Instead, millimeters means 1,000, so it will convert by converting into smaller units. We're only going to need to multiply by 1,000 or divide by 1,000. We're now going to need only 1,000. So because millimeter means 1,000, to convert into smaller unit, we're going to multiply by 1,000, and also to this we're going to multiply by 1,000, and same to these, we're going to divide by 1,000 and divide by 1,000. So most students get a little bit distressed when it comes to like skipping these units. So it's like just easy. You guys have to memorize these. I promise that this is going to be so much easy once you memorize them. So like if you have to convert nanometers into millimeters, you just have to follow these. Similar to these, if you're going to convert meters into like nanometers, we're going to multiply by 1,000, then 10, then 1,000, then 1,000. This question is convert 20 centimeters to micrometers. So we know that centimeters is bigger than micrometers, and micrometer contains 6 zeros. In the exams, if you have memorized this, you're just going to write this down on a paper to make it easy for you. But I have memorized it very well, I don't need to write them, but of course you guys, you students, need to write them. So 20 centimeters, we're going to convert to micrometers. So we know that centimeters first comes, and then comes millimeters, because centi, and then milli, and then micrometers. So of course centi means 10, so it's going to multiply, because we're going more further to the smallest unit, so we're going to multiply by 10, and then this we're going to multiply by 1000. So 20 multiplied by 10 is 200, and then 200 multiplied by 1000 is going to be 20,000. The conversion. Another question I'm going to give you guys is that asking us to convert 9 nanometers to millimeters. So we know that nanometers is much smaller than millimeters, because it has 9 zeros and 3 zeros. So we know that it's going to be dividing, because nanometers is smaller, so it has less to give, so it's going to divide. So that nanometers comes first, and before nanometers comes micrometers, and before micrometers comes millimeters. Okay, so we know that it has 1000, because we know that the last of the units comes with thousands, so we're going to divide by 1000. It gives us this value, micrometers, but we don't need it in micrometers, we need it in millimeters. So we're going to again divide by 1000, and it will give us this value. So I hope you guys understood well, because this is the only way that I learned it, and I think it's the easiest way that nobody would have ever teach to you guys. So let me know if you guys also want some more AS content or A level content. I promise that when as soon as I get the request, I will make more videos, because I also want you guys to familiarize you guys with these courses, because it's so interesting and so good. So thank you, and bye.